It was Tales of the Fourth Grade Nothing. I was 9. So were you also 9? Are we the same age? Are you 23?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So Ross wore a fat suit in that show. I don't know who.
I forgot about that. Yeah. We got to find
character was.
pictures of that.
I remember it was a green T-shirt and a blue long sleeve undershirt.
Wait, I
navy blue,
never
or maybe it was
remember
black. I
this
can't
play.
remember. But
So you're a theater kid at heart.
Not at heart. I was.
Yeah.
so yes, he's not owning up to it, but
Well,
yes.
I mean, I think middle school like kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Some people got different. Like some people were still cool.
That's where everybody dropped off.
Yeah.
But I was Sheila Tubman.
That is the most. I never remember that I was in that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's why you never told me about it.
I was like
All
back in the
I've
day.
heard about is the Frog Prince, because he was the Frog Prince.
That was the
Oh.
Frog Prince. Yeah, dude, I actually did have a lot of fun doing theater.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's so fun. But
Yeah.
then, so Ross was a SoundCloud guy for a while, right?
Oh no! Don't bring
That's
this
where you
up.
started though, because when you were on, okay, this is like
I
deep
feel
lore.
like, hold
Okay.
on. I feel like that's just kind of like a little bit of shade being thrown by saying SoundCloud guy.
No, that was like the thing.
Throw the shade. I deserve
No,
it.
I don't mean that in a bad way
I know,
at
I'm
all.
just kidding.
Like that was just the thing that
Oh my
our
gosh, it was
age
so
did. That's how
bad.
you started
It was
music.
so
Was you
bad,
started
though.
on
Yeah.
SoundCloud? Like
This is true.
I
This
more
is
so
true.
say that to show like our age. Like we were younger.
That was the era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, so then that's when I like first started my podcast. You had like popped off and they were having you like sing at church and
Oh,
like
yeah.
all this
Oh my
stuff.
gosh! Yeah.
And
But that's like
But
I
that
was
was
making.
after-
So I started SoundCloud. That was like rap, and I was
Right.
too white for
But
that.
then it
No.
went to pop punk.
and
But
that's
at
when
the
it
time I
popped off.
caught you when you were still rap, I think, because I asked you to be on my podcast when I first
That's
started.
right. I forgot
Wait,
about that.
I forgot
This is full
about
circle.
that.
That's crazy.
Literally,
Because he was on your podcast.
he
right?
was on my podcast, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm
How'd we
having
do
Ross
that?
on my
Like, over the
podcast.
phone?
This is crazy."
I think that.
Oh,
it's like
Yes,
over the
so
phone.
we did it. I wasn't even filming or anything, and I had my little blue Yeti microphone on my college dorm room desk.
Oh my god!
And I just
I
call
remember
him.
like coming home and telling me about this.
Yes,
Okay.
and I like held the phone up to the microphone, and we just
So
had a
ghetto.
conversation for like 40 minutes. It
We
was
haven't
great
come
though.
we're not very far off that.
Yeah, the production budget is still kind of low, not
Hey,
gonna lie.
That's fine.
But then,
That is so funny.
yeah, and then us we knew each other through dance.
Yeah.
Did y'all dance together at the same studio?
I don't think we ever.
Well, you went to dance arts for a little bit.
Yeah, but I
You
wasn't
did.
in like the dance
No.
team with you.
No, you just took like musical theater classes.
Yeah, so
But
we
knew
like
each other
vibed
from
in
that,
musical
yes.
theater and tap,
Yes.
and that was like where we knew each other.
Like that's all lore that I just like forgot about.
Oh, girl, it's all in the filing cabinets of my brain. They're
I
all in
swear,
different eras.
Abby can name every single show she's been in. And like, I was this
Dude.
character in this year, and they were actually in that show with me.
Those
and
moments matter to me. Okay.
I
it's
will
impressive.
say-
I don't remember what
Thank
I
you.
was.
Very
I will
impressive.
say I feel like I remember most of the shows. I
But you
was
didn't do a
Yeah.
whole lot.
No,
Wait,
I
what
didn't-
shows were
I
you
didn't
in?
do- Like BG on stage, like Madeline's Christmas.
Madeline's
Yeah,
Christmas.
I was one of the 12
I saw
orphan
that.
girls. Yeah.
Dude.
Charlotte's Web, I was a goose.
Oh my gosh!
Elite.
Wait, I've seen all these shows that you were in.
How do you remember
I
these?
just don't
'Cause I
even
don't
remember.
Even remember them.
I don't know. My memory's kind of wild.
Princess and the Pea, that was like a Sky Pack thing, and I was a leprechaun.
Was it the summer camp?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was at. I'm pretty sure I was at that.
Why?
Were you at
like,
that?
Why
It's
do you know
unreal.
this?
No, I didn't go to it, but I did a summer camp. They had like a series, so I did Hansel and Gretel, but they
Okay.
went
Oh,
like
I
it was
was
like by
in one
week.
of those too one time. I forget
Yeah.
which one I was in.
I
Yeah.
was in the. Yeah, I was in.
Did
the-
you do theater, or you just like?
no, I
actually-
didn't. Well,
No.
my mom will be mad at me if I don't say this. What show was I in as a kindergartner?
Chicken Little,
Yeah. Oh,
and
no
he was
way.
Chicken
I
Little.
was I starred the show.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Had my
Little.
lines on the ground, and I had like read
No.
them off as we were doing it. It was great.
Yeah, and
That's
that
funny.
trained him up for what we do today.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, you have to do this, 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 and say it sad, say it happy.
Does he have his lines on the ground?
Okay, sometimes yes.
Sometimes they're on the window.
Are you the creative director of y'all's like thing?
Actually,
It's actually
Ryan
funny,
is.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just have like a picture and an image of things in like a creative mind. I'm just not very good at executing it. Abby is execution.
And I'm the opposite. So I like to, you tell me what to do, and I'll edit it.
That's
I'll
funny.
record
We're
it.
the opposite.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Which
can't
I-
see that stuff.
I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of people don't expect, because usually it's from my POV. Like all the
Yeah.
comments are in my
Yes,
words
yes,
and all of
yes.
that kind of stuff. And usually, like, I'm the one that drives it, or I hook the video or
Uh-huh.
whatever. But they're usually all his ideas. Like every Monday we
Wow.
sit down, we talk about what we're gonna do, we plan it out,
That's
just so
great.
we have like a structure for what we're gonna do that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he already, on the way here, we were like walking over here, and he has, okay, Monday, what about this? Tuesday, what about this? How about, and he just has all these
That's
ideas.
crazy.
That's elite.
Yeah, I would
great.
not think that. That's so awesome.
I know. He's
That's
the
so
best. He's just this little creative guy that got stuck in baseball and not theater. But it's
Yeah.
okay.
So did you play baseball your whole life?
Yeah, I played all sports my whole life. Baseball and basketball mainly, a little bit of football. And then that's how I came to Bowling Green. So I was here playing baseball for 3 years. And then Abby was actually in Nashville while I was in Bowling Green playing. Went down to Nashville. And then the day I moved back up to Bowling Green, I took like a big kid job in Nashville. It was in sales.
Boring. I'm just
Miserable.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to what you do now, yeah. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
the reason we can do now what we do now is because he had those jobs.
Sure.
well, that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he let me experiment creatively and have the
Yeah.
freedom to be able to do that while he made some money that allowed me to do that.
Yeah, that's great.
And then once we hit that goal of like, okay, let's do this together, we
Yes.
finally made the jump, and
That's awesome.
it's awesome.
Yeah. And the day I moved back to Bowling Green, I met Abby. And we've hung out literally every day since.
Yeah,
That's
That's
awesome.
so awesome.
Pretty much.
It's
That's
wild.
Wait, so like how, like literally how did you meet? Where did you meet? Church?
Well, okay, so here's the lore on us.
Okay.
So I was a senior in high school.
Got some tea.
When
Okay.
I was a senior in high school.
How old are you?
I'm 20. Wait.
7.
Yeah, I'm 20.
Bro.
I just turned 20.
No shit. What are you? You're 20, right?
I'm 20.
Yeah, so we got 3 years difference.
Yeah, we're 4
Yeah.
years, so I'm
Yeah.
23. So, but it sounds weird when I say it like this because
we get it.
yeah, I was a senior in high school when he was a senior in college.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because that 4-year
That's
difference.
tough to hear.
That's
That is
different.
tough to
Dude,
get.
I was going to prom still, and I was
As
a sophomore in
as
college.
Oh, wow.
I was going to prom.
'Cause you guys were already dating.
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started. I was 15 and he was almost 18.
Wait,
when
yeah,
we started
y'all been dating for what, 7 years?
Oh,
no,
so you guys are
5.5.
about three
It
and a
feels
half
like
years
so.
too.
Do what?
3.5.
Yeah.
That's what we are, about three and a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah, yeah.
I always, Abby would be like, we're 4 years apart. I'm like,
It
no, we're
hits-
3.5. I
Yeah,
promise.
yeah.
No.
That
But-
6 months makes a difference.
yeah, no, literally. But so I was singing worship on a church service one day. And you know how they do like 2 songs and then a baptism and then
Yes.
you wrap it up with another song before you get into the message. So they were doing the baptisms and I was on stage and I look over and I'm like, this really cute boy is getting baptized. And it was Ryan.
Is this in
no
Bowling
way.
Green?
This is
Yeah,
in Bowling
it was at
Green.
Crossland.
Yeah.
And so it was Ryan. I didn't know that at the time. I didn't even know his name. But I texted my friend and I was like, do you know that baseball player that just got baptized? And she's like, I think he has a girlfriend. And so I was like, dang.
darn it.
And then I went to college, whatever. So 3 years later, we, are both single at the time. We go to a church event and then I'm like, oh, that's that guy.
That got
like,
baptized.
Yeah, that got baptized. So I like saw his baptism and like fell in love. And then, not actually. But then the next day we all went and played pickleball. And then from there, the rest is history.
Wow.
Abby just kept texting me, just wanted to take me to play pickleball.
Well, we were neighbors, so I was like, "You want
I'm
to
just
drive
kidding.
together?"
Oh.
But he asked me on the first date.
Yeah,
Nice.
But he texted me because he was too scared to do it in person.
I was too scared.
But that
I
means
have
he's
no
humble,
game.
so it's okay.
Zero game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, how did y'all meet?
Okay, so it's
This
actually kind of a long
stupid
story,
story.
but it's like actually really such a God story. So during COVID is when we met, like the pandemic and everything, and during that time it was like the heat of like Christian TikTok. Like you
Yeah,
remember, like,
Christian talk.
like David Ladding, like all those creators and stuff. Okay, Ross was a Christian TikToker.
Wait, I didn't know this about you.
Yeah, he had like 1 million followers.
No, not
Ross,
really. Not a
what?
million.
I'm not even kidding.
I got really
Yes.
good at repeating what I was hearing other people say, and I built a pretty good following.
I see.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like I was so new to all that,
I
and I
see.
just happened to click.
Well,
That's awesome.
in the midst of all of this like fame over here, I was like 15. I just was like, I need a boyfriend, and I'm on
Feel that.
vacation with some of my friends at the time, one of them being one of his friends, and I said something random like, oh, I just want a good Christian guy. There's no good Christian guys in high school, whatever. Drama. And his friend Nat was like, oh, I know the perfect guy. And I was like, who? And he was like, his name's Ross. He's a senior. And I was like, he's a senior? Like, he is never going to go for me. I'm a sophomore, whatever. And anyways, gave me a Snapchat. We exchanged Snapchats, whatever. Okay. It didn't amount to anything. Then what happened? Oh, this is the heat of it. Okay. So he's making Christian TikToks. I'm making Christian TikToks because I had just come to Christ. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me spread the gospel. This is amazing.
There's also you have no friends that you can see every day.
Right. You're just like,
on
I
your
was just
phone.
Right.
making videos. So I'm scrolling on TikTok one day and there's this guy that posted a video that came up on my For You page that was like, if you're a Christian TikToker, drop your Snapchat in the comments. I'm going to make like a Christian Zoom Bible study for us to like all connect or whatever. So there were like 200 comments on this video. I was like, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. So I scrolled past. But then, like, something was like, oh, my God, like, no, you need to go back. You need to comment your username. I was like,
Such
okay.
a long story. I'll just
Sorry.
I love it.
I'm a storyteller.
I love it.
So then I scroll back up. I put my username. A day later, I get put in a group chat with like 20 people. Like, it was like barely any compared to all the comments that were on that video. And one of them was this girl named Riley. Riley's important, okay?
Okay, Riley.
Riley lives in California, San Francisco.
San Diego.
San Diego.
Yes.
Okay,
Riley
one
from
of
San
those.
Francisco, Diego.
One of the
Yes.
same.
Yes.
Same. Okay. So that we got really close. Me and Riley got really close. And we would like FaceTime all the time. We were doing Bible studies together all the time. ABCDFG. Ross was in a separate Zoom Bible study with like a bunch of guys and Riley, who lives in San Diego. Okay. Riley texts me one day. He's like, I'm in this group chat with all these guys and I just don't want to be the only girl anymore. So can you join it? And I was like, yeah, for sure, girl. Like, more the merrier. Puts me in the group chat. Ross's name pops up. I'm like, what the fart are you doing here? Like, we know each other. And then Riley was like, you know each other? I'm like, we go to the same high school. Like, what?
Wow.
So we had a mutual friend in San Diego. And then I had a crush on Ross. Ross did not like me back.
Oof.
And then I kept like FaceTiming him every day. And
And you still didn't, you would answer, but you still didn't like her?
Again, though, like this group chat
Sus.
it was like everybody in that Snapchat group chat.
We would
we did a
FaceTime
group
every
FaceTime
day.
every day.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
But I would FaceTime him individually every day
Yeah.
too. Because I was like,
I
I
guess
was prying for this.
I don't
okay?
remember that early on, but
I do.
But yeah, I mean, I guess
I was I was crazy. I was crazy. And I was never that way with guys, but like I was like, oh my gosh, I like him so much.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
So
great.
I would FaceTime him all the time. And then eventually I stopped liking him. And then the second that I like let go of it, he asked me
Of
out.
course.
Right.
As it always happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
that's that.
and then we went on a little
Wow.
Bible study day and that's that.
Yep.
Shout out Riley.
Shout
Yeah,
out,
seriously.
literally shout out. We should probably shout her out like once every month in
Dang.
this podcast.
Deservingly so.
Yeah.
It's a
Man.
weird connect.
She's a dog.
But
That's
She's a
awesome.
dog.
Yeah.
yep,
Happy
She's a-
for you guys. And now you're getting married.
we are
So, like 90 days today.
Dude, what?
3 months.
I know. Isn't that literally
May.
insane?
Wait, May or June?
June.
June.
Yep.
I can't even
mid-June.
comprehend.
Oh
That's
my
amazing.
god.
Pooping my pants, but
How
in
do
the
you
best way.
feel?
Good. I feel good. I think that it's like kind of weird because it's been 5.5 years.
How long did y'all date?
Okay, so
Like a year and a
timeline.
month?
I was gonna say we dated a year and a month, and then our engagement was 9 months, which in our eyes felt a little bit long. So I don't even know how you guys are doing
Yeah, our
it.
engagement's a year and 4 months.
Well,
Yeah.
You guys have a little bit different story than us, though. 'Cause
Yeah, that's fair.
I was out of
Yes,
college. You guys
obviously,
were
yes.
high school.
Yeah,
you
Yes.
we get a lot of people that are like,
Bro, we have
y'all-
so many people that
y'all can
comment-
just choose when to get married, and I'm like,
Like,
well, yeah,
well,
but I'm
yes,
not gonna.
but-
I don't want to get married while she's still in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's a big difference.
It is a lot more practical than people seem. I was
Yeah.
very naive to the fact that like, oh, there's like money and living situations and all of these responsibilities involved with marriage. It's not just like we love each other. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Each other-
Yeah.
And I was kind of like smacked in the face.
Well, I think it's
With
wise
that.
on the man, like your part, Ross. Like, there is wisdom to the fact that you want to wait until
Yeah.
you guys are prepared. Because I feel like there's also a side of it to where it's like, all right, you're just waiting so you could have all these like earthly things, but
Right.
you're wanting to do it to set up a foundation,
marriage.
like
For
godly
success.
marriage.
Yeah, like
Well,
success.
she's in a sorority,
Yeah.
and I want her to get that experience, but that would not work
Right.
Right.
very well.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
That's the
just
thing is
just
we
lifestyles.
literally there was a point like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, where we were like really going back and forth of like, should we just like do this thing? Because like at that point it just felt so heavy and like we just wanted to be married so badly.
Yeah.
And it even got to a point where we were using scripture to back up like what we knew wasn't God's timeline.
Yeah,
Like
Girl,
it was like a whole thing.
been there.
Yeah.
Been there.
And
Yeah,
and
dude.
then eventually we got knocked in the head by the Holy Spirit. And he was like, "No, this is
and
your
our pastor
timeline."
too. Like he was like, stop.
And our and
Yeah.
my parents. Like there were a lot of other like voices in our ear.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
so-
please know you're not alone in that. I remember when we were engaged, Ryan had just moved into our current house that we live in now, but we didn't live together. And so we were filming content and stuff together at that time.
Yeah.
So I would go over to the house. We would spend a lot of time together
Yeah.
and made it very clear we were not living together. But,
Yeah.
you know, people see us online. You're like, you're always together. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's kind
You're
of like
always
because what we're
together in the
trying to do
house,
is
yeah.
be together and like
Right.
film together. Anyways, but I remember just, it is so brutal. Having that drive home is so brutal.
Oh my gosh.
Like being like, okay,
Yeah.
and now I'm
That's
gonna leave.
That's a big part of our, like, what we talk about too, is that we got sucked into.
We had a period of really bad, like, we were spending the night together.
It is
every
basically
night.
living together.
Yeah.
And so that was like, yeah, I mean, getting into that habit made getting out of that habit really hard.
Right,
God.
right.
And now the drive home is even worse. Because
Yeah.
it's
Bro,
like,
'cause we
it's not
know.
even, yeah.
Yeah, but I remember looking up scripture, trying to back up, like, okay, is it really a sin if I live with him, even if I'm not having sex with
Right,
him?
Right.
We
Like,
did the same thing.
Yeah, and you get in that cycle, you start bargaining with yourself. And then I just remember reading, like, do not even have a hint of sexual immorality.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
on.
like,
Come
when
on.
you hear people say they live together, I'm sorry, I don't
It don't
I
work.
don't care.
It don't
The
work.
immediate thought is sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm just dirty-minded. I don't know. But, like, it's like, oh, you
No,
are
no,
doing
no.
the things
I-
that married couples are
Yes.
doing.
And then
if a
that's
couple's
like-
living together, that's my immediate
We would
thought.
even
Right.
get defensive because people would, like, if that got brought up, we were like, well, we don't do that though. Like, we're not having sex. So
Right.
it's,
Because
so
we weren't.
it's fine.
Like, technically, we were not.
No, not even
Yeah,
technically,
and then
just
you
we
tell
weren't.
yourself, like, well,
weren't.
God knows my heart and blah, blah, blah. But it's also like, we are the spokesperson for Christ. We
Yes.
are the image that people that don't know Jesus, we're
Yeah.
the only thing they see
Yeah.
before they accept Jesus. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Right.
And, like, I have roommates that knew that I was gone every night, and, like, that might not have set them up for
Yeah.
success in their relationship.
And I had roommates that saw him coming over to my house every night.
And then we
spending
were
the night.
talking one talk, and then that's another part of it too, is like setting up a podcast and talking like we're not doing that.
Yeah, because in the midst of that sin habit, like, we were filming content and, like,
It made that
directing
hard
couples,
because we knew
directing Christian couples.
Yeah.
Like, it almost felt like not that even what the words we were saying were false, because God
we
can
just weren't
take
doing it.
anything and, you know, build the kingdom with, you know, the truth that's spoken, but, like, it just didn't sit right. So we took
Yeah.
a long break and then got ourselves
Get right.
back right.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the beauty of the gospel.
that's right.
So what helped y'all in the sense of not spending the night together?
You go ahead.
Well, I had an accountability person.
Mm-hmm.
So every night at 9 o'clock, I would text this person.
Dang, 9 o'clock was
Dang,
y'all's limit.
okay.
And, well, but
It was like,
if I didn't text her by 9 o'clock or be like, hey, we're
There-
watching a movie, like, it ends at 10:30 or whatever,
yeah.
then I would go home.
Well, there were nights though. It's not like we're not gonna act like we were perfect, but there
Yeah.
were nights where like midnight would come around and she'd get a text like, "Why are you still over there?"
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
We were definitely not perfect at it at all,
No.
but 9 o'clock was our, like, rough, like, okay, you should be winding it up, like, text me soon kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I share my location with her still to this day. And so, yeah, she would text me, and that really helped
That's
a lot.
great.
There actually, though, I will say, which we're pretty open about majority of our stuff, but in the mid-engagement season, we hit a point where we were just kissing each other too much to a point to where it crossed a line that we said we didn't want to cross.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay, let's not do that again. Next night rolls around, it happens again. We're like, okay, so
It's
that
you
there was like,
didn't even want, y'all didn't even want that to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
right, there was no
Yeah.
clear boundary. We were just like, let's not do it. But there was no communication after it. And of course we
gotcha.
prayed and the Lord forgives and all that. But that's when we realized, like, if we don't have clear boundaries, we're just going to keep repeating this cycle. We're trying to see how close to the line of sin we can get rather than fleeing from it. And so that night we were like, okay, we're not going to make out until we're married. And
Didn't.
that helped us a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
I think
Yeah.
too, like, as a man in a relationship, especially a godly one, and you like are seeking Jesus, I feel like it's really important to set yourself up, especially in engagement. Like, how far are you willing to sacrifice? Because
That's a great way to
when
put
you
it,
get
Ryan.
married, like, it's not just going to become. It's going to become a different problem.
Yeah.
Like, you're not everything's just going to be figured out once you get married. So like, it's just going to be magnified. So like, how much self-control can I have in engagement? Because the Lord is going to bless that and
Yeah.
and honor that whenever we do get married, because I'm building, it's like working out. Like, I'm
a
building
muscle.
up my self-esteem
Yeah,
or
yeah.
my self-control so that when we are married, I'm not going to, cross the line on whether it be like, I have a really big issue with being quick and I have to like be right and my way or the highway. But like, I feel like God has like helped me in that way, because we had self-control in other ways.
Yeah.
So like, I felt like I've built up a self-control muscle almost to where now I have a lot to work on. But
I do too.
we both have a lot to work on, but we both are I guess just I'm trying to think of a way to put it, as in like, we are stronger because of that, and we have learned like what true self-control
Yeah.
looks like.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to someone who's engaged, and of course we were talking about sex because, like, what else do Christian girlies talk about?
Right.
But she said something that really resonated with me, that someone told her, the devil tries to get you in bed before you're married and out of bed once you're
This
married.
is what our
Yeah.
pastor tells us.
Did he say
during
that?
Yeah.
Premarital. Yeah.
Y'all,
So true.
it's so
true.
true,
Really?
y'all.
No, don't say that.
But it's
I have
funny
so
because,
many
like, I
fears.
remember, no, don't be scared at all. There's so much beauty that
I think
comes
we'll get
from it.
there.
I think we'll get there.
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
We probably
okay,
need
okay.
to talk about it.
But it's just funny because, like, during engagement season, it wasn't even like, of course I want to be intimate with the person that's going to be my husband.
Yes.
But it was more so just like, I just want to live here. Like, I just want to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
operate here.
Preach.
Yeah.
Like,
Literally preach.
I just want
wanna
to
be with you all
yes,
the time.
Yes, I just want to have our life together. And now that we're married, and being married is the best thing ever, but it's just so funny because the grass is always greener. Like, some days I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just need to get out of this house right now, in the most loving way, and we get through it. But it's just so funny that it's so human of us that
Yeah,
we're
to
never
long for the next
content
thing.
where we're
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
on
Anyways,
that.
so as cringy and awful as me saying this is going to be, it's like, enjoy the time apart that you have because you never get it back, which, like, kind of sucks hearing that. But it is true. Like, there's going to come a day where you're like, I don't want to be
Yeah.
in this house right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
But-
that's understandable. I mean, we've even talked about, like, not being content in our certain seasons. Like,
Everything that we've been in. It's like,
Yeah.
it's
we're just
looking forward to the
longing
next
for
one.
the next thing.
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, though. Being married is the best thing ever.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
I
it
can't
is
wait.
way better
yeah, we're ready.
than being engaged, way better than
It's so
dating.
fun.
I would say engagement is harder than dating, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah.
Okay, so talk
Definitely.
to us about, like, some of your hardest struggles during engagement. Like,
Hold
how
on. Did it feel like a switch got flipped
when
Yeah.
you got engaged?
between dating and
Okay,
engagement?
Yeah.
Perfect. So-
Definitely. And I don't even know why. I think just everything
It's-
becomes real.
Well, I think everything's heightened.
Yeah.
There's something about the symbolism of her wearing a ring that just heightens things. Kind of like, our pastor talks a lot about how, like, this band doesn't make you married. The words
Yeah,
you
yeah,
speak
yeah. I remember. I've heard that.
make
sermon.
you married.
Yeah.
Also, like, you're confessing your mouth makes you saved. Like, baptism doesn't save you, but
Right.
it's a symbol. And it's like, it's heightened. Like, everything is magnified. And then you get into marriage and everything's even more magnified because you're living together. And
Well, I don't know. In my opinion, maybe you don't feel this way, but I feel like working through engagement struggles were harder than working through married struggles.
Yeah.
I worded that in a weird way.
Yeah, say that. Again.
But working through engagement struggles, in my opinion, were harder than us currently working through our marriage struggles.
100%.
And I think, I don't know, I'm just throwing things out. I literally don't know the reason behind it, but maybe it's because, like, there's still an out, like, quote unquote. Like, it's like there's so much pressure, like, okay, we're about to make this big decision, and now all these little things that never bothered me before about you, the tiniest little things bother me now.
Yeah.
That, to answer your question, that's the thing, that was the struggle for me, was these little things that were just pointless that
Yeah.
I never even noticed during dating, that it's like, oh, I don't like how you spoke to me like that, or
Yeah.
I don't like that you do this. And it's like, okay, is this something legitimate that you need to bring up, or is this something that, okay, you know what, you're heightened right now, this is an emotional season for you, let's just take a beat
Yeah.
and let's
Yeah.
step away. It's it's a not you, it's me kind of thing. So I mean, that would be an us thing, but engagement honestly was horrible for me emotionally, like personally, as a female, because I struggle a lot with body image, and there's so much hype around the pictures of your wedding day lasting. I mean, those are the ones you hang on your wall, and those are the
Yeah.
ones everyone sees, and
Yeah.
everyone goes to your Instagram page to see
Yeah.
what your wedding looked like and what your dress was,
Yes.
and everyone's looking at your body.
Yeah.
So I relapsed I have a history with eating disorders, and I relapsed during my engagement season, and I started binge eating, and it was brutal. But it was so bad, so much so that, like, I was trying to figure it out and clean myself up before I got married, like before the actual wedding, because it was like, I don't want to bring this into our marriage. because I could still go home at night. Like that's when I would binge, was at night when Ryan didn't see me. And he was aware of this, but he had never seen
Right.
it firsthand
Yeah.
and dealt with it. And we got married on a Sunday. The Friday night I binged. The Friday night before our wedding I binged. And I told Ryan, like, okay, if you ever see me do this or this, XYZ, pull me aside, stop me, calm me down, because I'm starting a binge. So he saw that. He was just like, hey, like, you want to come into the other room? And that's when it like hit me. I was like, holy moly, I don't have this figured out. And I had a full on panic attack. And that was his first exposure to like, oh, okay, this is marriage.
Some
All right.
reality.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the next day, the last day of us being engaged before we get married and tie the knot, the Lord gave me so much peace about it, just to give you some encouragement of your struggles, which I'm sure we'll get into. But the Lord gave me so much peace of like, Ryan gets to marry you at your lowest point. Like that is marriage. Like your lowest point so far.
Yeah, he's marrying you at this lowest
Yes,
point.
it's like you don't
He
have
doesn't
to
need you at your
be
highest.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so I walked down the aisle as the lowest, most struggling version of myself, and I was so happy and it was perfect, and I didn't have a care and worry in the world. But I mean, yeah, on our honeymoon, like I had some stuff to work through, and it was rough. Like I was emotional, but that's what marriage is.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, all of the engagement struggles were so worth it, because now I get to sit here and be like, we did that together.
Yeah.
Like we shared that together, and no one else gets to see that side of me
Yeah.
except for him, which I think is really special.
Yeah, there have been
Yeah.
so many moments that we've just looked at each other and been like, we're going to look back on this and realize that this built something that now in marriage is stronger because we had to go through whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all are going to help so many people too.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Like, you're so-
sometimes it feels a little discouraging, but
Why?
Like-
What
That's
do you-
just social
that's
media.
just
though.
social media. But
wait, what do you mean discouraging?
Bro,
sometimes I just don't feel like, I feel like it's more, this is like a whole nother discussion. But sometimes I feel like what we post on social media isn't taken in the way that we want it to. It's taken from like a negative perspective.
it's also hard. This is going to get super like tactical, but to make content that is like specifically for 60-second max output is one thing, but to make an hour and a half podcast that you take 60-second moments of and post, they get taken out of context so much.
Right.
Yeah.
People
a lot
like
of people take stuff out of context.
people like tweak out, and I'm like, if you saw the whole moment of this episode, you would get it. But again,
Yeah.
part of that's on us because
Well,
we're not giving the context.
Yes, but
But-
also like I feel like sometimes even just like talking about some of the struggles that struggles, but like
Yeah.
they are struggles that I am having just with like the engagement season, but like going into marriage specifically with like intimacy and stuff like that. Like I posted something a little bit more vulnerable of me like expressing some concern I had just over like being able to relax and not.
It was an emotional moment of
I was crying
an
in the
episode.
clip. But then it was like, instead of people taking it as, oh my gosh, these are such normal feelings, like it's going to be okay, like you got this, it was like people being like, why are you sharing this on the internet? This is so awful. Like, this is what purity culture does to people. It was just like,
But again, it's easy to see the
also,
negatives,
yeah.
and there were lots of positives. So
there were lots of positives too, like people DMing, but it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. But yeah.
I feel like you have a good perspective on.
Well, I think because we deal with that a lot too. I think the most important thing is the loudest people and I don't say this in a negative way towards people that comment negative things like Jesus loves you. Promise.
Yes, yes.
But they're gonna be the loudest.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah, that's true.
the fact that you're even in the struggle is proof that Jesus has saved
Yes.
you and that
Yeah.
the Holy Spirit lives inside of you. So I feel like just trying to live with that perspective, it's not going to make it any better because Jesus didn't promise us like no trouble,
right.
Yeah.
but he promised that he would be inside of that struggle and with us during that. So I just think like that's the perspective to try and take out of it, but like it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
It's like somebody saying like oh, I'm so anxious. And then like
Just be happy. Then.
Just
Yeah,
like, just take a
right.
deep
Alright,
breath.
then,
Like,
yeah.
all right,
Then
shut
just
up.
calm down.
No, I got into a really bad web with that where for a certain little point of time, I was just trying to say I wouldn't say anything that didn't please everyone. Like it was like, oh, my favorite color's red, but if your favorite color's blue, like that's okay too. And like the people that like purple,
classic.
the classic just trying to please everyone.
Yeah, dude.
And two things popped into my brain. The first one was like, Jesus got hated so much, he literally was nailed to a cross. So
Sheesh.
if I am
preach
out
right
here,
there.
Got it.
literally, if I am out here trying to spread the good news of Jesus Christ, what in the world makes me think that there is going to be a time where I'm not going to get hate?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
to Ryan's
Yeah.
point, if you're getting hate, you're probably
right.
doing something right,
Yeah.
because the image that we're supposed to follow,
It's
hate,
not
Got a
hate,
lot
hate,
of
hate, hate,
hate.
hate,
Yeah.
hate.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah.
12 followers.
Yeah.
He had 12. I mean, he had more, but you know what I mean.
Dang, I thought you were talking about the person that commented.
But the other thing that popped into my brain, and the Lord very evidently said this to me when I was on a run, because he loves to just put little things in my brain when I'm running, is he was like, why are you trying to please anyone else other than me?
Okay, Abby.
Which, well, I mean, it's not me,
Okay,
it's God.
Holy
But
Spirit.
yes, come on, Holy Spirit. But that just like clocked me, because it was like, I am literally trying to sit here, and it started from me feeling insecure about these hate comments. Even though I was confident in what I was posting,
Yeah.
it just got me down, and I just
Yeah.
started trying to, okay, well, what is everyone going to resonate with, rather than, no, what
Yeah.
is the Lord telling me to put out
Well,
here?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what do I feel called to share? Not what's going to get everyone to be like, yes, girl, come on, girl. So just to give you some encouragement, like, yeah, it's inevitable, and it's not going to feel any easier, especially because the devil is like on
I
you
feel like you
guys
should
right
read
now.
that verse. I feel like it's really important.
You read it.
Okay.
You.
Who wrote Galatians? Paul?
Paul,
Yes.
probably,
Yes.
So
yeah.
Paul says
I think,
in
yes.
Galatians 1, he says, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God, or am I trying to please people? If I were trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
our mission is to help people,
Yeah.
not to please people.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
what we're
of
saying is
course.
not going to please people.
You know what's
Because
funny?
then
You know what
it
just
pisses
popped
off
into my
us.
head? I feel like the enemy is like, focus on other people so you don't focus on each other, and like strengthen what you have right now. Like I feel like maybe the enemy is like, oh, if I can distract them with this hate, then they won't get stronger together and focus on each other, because they're focusing on all this hate. Maybe, I don't know.
It's probably valid. I mean,
I don't know. I really doesn't
Okay.
bother me too much.
I mean,
Okay.
I focus on it a little bit.
I mean,
but-
I feel you. It's the people pleaser in us.
yeah,
But again, that means we're worshiping man
right.
and not God.
then that's not right.
And and that's a no-no.
That is
That's
absolutely
that's a
not.
finger shake.
That is absolutely not.
But don't let it get you down. I love your content.
Aw,
Thanks.
I listen to your podcast on my runs.
thanks. That's really sweet, actually. Okay, so let's talk about. Can we talk about wedding night stuff?
Girl, yes.
Okay, bring it on.
Are you okay with talking about wedding night stuff?
Now you share our entire life on the internet.
I'm going to look at you before I say things, because
go
I don't want
ahead.
to. Okay.
Okay.
We can
we have
also-
an entire
But also-
YouTube video on wedding night.
We can
Like,
also cut stuff if we need
An
to cut stuff.
entire.
No,
video.
I
Yeah,
I
like-
can usually pick up. I'm an oversharer sometimes, to a point to where I'll say things I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have shared that. And Ryan is really, marriage balances you out. Ryan is
Right.
really good about, hey, maybe this is personal.
Right.
All of this state. Yeah.
No, it's fine. I mean, like it's what we do on the internet. We've shared all of this, so I don't know.
Yeah, we probably already shared it, honestly.
Okay, well, maybe just to reiterate then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, absolutely. No, it's great. It's a great conversation. You guys have.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one, there's like a couple different questions, but it'll probably just flow a little bit.
Okay.
But what were you each most nervous about on your wedding night, like specifically?
I have so many things to say, but I want to let you go first.
You want me to get okay? The wedding night specifically.
Yes. Or, I mean, if you want to generalize a little bit more, then that's fine.
Are
Yeah.
you meaning
Do
like
what
the
you
thoughts
want.
leading up to the wedding night, or the wedding night literally that night?
No, leading up
Okay,
to.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I
Like you
would
said.
just say like, I have a deep history of pornography. I have a deep history of sleeping with other women. So, it was Abby and I lived completely different lives from, I mean, honestly, from we were born till when did I meet you, in 2023?
Mm-hmm.
So my biggest thing leading up, and something I really struggled with, was that I wasn't made new in Christ based off of, because Abby, and then one thing that really
For context, I was a virgin.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Abby saved herself for marriage. And it's crazy because God is so good. Like, one thing Abby said during the time of engagement, and when we were just having conversation about like what sex is going to look like and all that. Oh, I said sex. You might have to cut that for YouTube.
I've said it like 4 times. I
Boy.
think.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, okay.
If it gets censored or
Intimacy.
whatever, I don't care.
Intimacy.
Yeah. Intimacy. What
Screw
was I
that.
saying? Oh,
Something I said to you.
yeah. Abby was like really, really struggling with the thought that I had like was a veteran at this stuff, and she didn't know what she was doing, and God like put it on my heart like I would switch places with Abby and have saved myself for my wife in a heartbeat. Not like Abby specifically, like I wouldn't want to put that shame on Abby, you know what I mean? But like my sin, although I am forgiven and I'm made new in Christ, still has consequences, still has earthly consequences. And I still have scars and I'm still beat up from that. But what really shifted me was Abby saying that, and I was like, what did I say?
I remember.
Yeah,
Do you want me to say it?
yeah, because I don't even remember.
So
but it really helped
I
me.
said, I'm afraid I'm not going to be as good as the other girls you've been with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, Abby, I'm made new. I'm starting over too.
And I
It's
didn't
my
even really-
first time too.
Yeah.
And if I don't trust and believe that, then I don't believe in the power of the cross. So it's like,
Good, Ryan.
And
You
what's
know?
crazy is
he's so wise.
I didn't really believe that when I said it. But
Oh, I didn't know that.
in God's kindness, yeah, I'm a fraud. In God's kindness, over time, I started to believe that because I kept
Yeah.
renewing, like Romans 12:2, keep renewing your mind on Christ, or whatever the verse says. But like that
good.
really, really helped me.
Do you know what else you said to me?
Yeah, I said that you look great today.
No. I said, I'm afraid I'm not going to be good at it. And he said, Abby, you've done it the way God intended. Why would he not bless it? And that really
That's
struck
also
a
just
chord.
something
I
like
think
we've
we've-
been trying to remind ourselves too. Like we even had a conversation the other day of like we've had like on and off struggles of like understanding where our boundaries are, especially over like 5.5 years. It can be really hard to like. There's been a lot of back and forth
Yeah,
of
I'm
like
sure.
what's okay, what's not okay. And we eventually got to a point where we had crossed a lot of boundaries that we intended to not cross. And it's kind of going back to that validation thing. We're almost just trying to validate it. There was like a point where we were trying to validate it. Like, well, this is fine not because we get married in however many days, but like just because like we've already gotten to this point. So what's the point in going back now? Like we already know this, whatever. And we eventually came to a conclusion, like literally the next day after we said that, we were like, why did we say that?
Yeah.
Like, why would we ever?
It doesn't really work that way.
It doesn't work. Like, God doesn't work that way. Like,
Yeah.
he makes it like there's forgiveness and he makes us new so we can start over. And, now we're at a point where our boundaries are very, very, to the
Definitive.
opposite end of the spectrum or
Yeah.
whatever. But, yeah,
Have you heard of the frog in water?
no.
I love sharing this.
Okay.
Okay. So if you try to cook a frog, okay,
Okay.
we may not all like frogs as our delicacies, but
I've never tried to
I've
cook
never
a
eaten a
frog.
frog. Some
Yeah, I
people
don't
eat
think I have
frog.
either.
If you try to boil a frog, if you have that boiling water going and you put the frog in, the frog's going to jump out. It knows it's dangerous. It knows it's hot. It knows it's going to die. So it jumps out. If you put
This is cruel.
the water, it's like really
cruel.
graphic,
You're
but
going
like
dark.
stay with me here. You get the pot, you put the water in, you put the frog in, okay? Then you slowly turn up the heat. Little
It gets
by
used to
little
it.
by little, it
That's
gets
so
used to it.
sad.
It doesn't realize that it's
dying.
dying until it's dead.
Wait, that was
Meaning,
us.
oh, I can slide my hand here. Oh,
Yeah.
I can take this item of clothing off. It's not sex. It's not sex until,
Yes,
you've
until-
done something
Yeah.
that you may not ever get back again.
Yes.
And that like altered my brain chemistry. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, this may be quote unquote harmless,
But
like
one thing.
Right.
To another, and it's true. Like one thing does lead to another
Mm-hmm.
for real.
yeah. But I think my thoughts, to go back to the original question,
Yes.
leading up to the wedding night. So we kind of covered some of mine with Ryan, but I think my biggest one was genuinely like, I've been to sex ed class. Okay. Like I understand.
Wait, what?
Stop.
Wait,
I-
no. What do you mean by you've been to sex ed?
Like,
Like,
I
Like,
like
you know
public
how it
public
Yes.
school.
Yes.
Oh.
Like you understand
It's like
the,
we did not,
the
guys. We
physical-
did
Well,
not
you
go to
stopped.
sex ed
You
class.
no. You stopped me
I was
before
like-
I was finishing.
I don't know what kind of church you think we're going to.
No.
but we ain't- you don't have no sex ed class.
I know how sex works, but as a virgin who skipped through the scenes in the movies, didn't consume anything.
and that's so good.
Never.
That's so good.
It
Abby.
it
So
really
good.
did save me from a lot. But I never even let my brain go there. No one has ever touched me. Like, I was like, no. Praise Jesus that he allowed me to live that way. Because it is the best feeling on your wedding night. I will say, caveat, it is the best feeling on your wedding night to be like, only you get this.
Yes.
Only you. It's crazy. But to go back to that, I knew how it worked, but I didn't like know.
Yeah.
And that thought, like, it would just hit me in waves where I'm like, oh, something's gonna be like there, like, how, literally how, like the actual mechanics and like science and like motions, for lack of better words. Like, I don't want to go too deep.
Too
I also don't want people to cause people to like think of things that they shouldn't. But it was just like, I just wasn't prepared. Like, I literally just didn't literally know. And that thought really, really shook me up. And I'll say, the wedding night and the wedding day, I didn't think about it really. And I shared these thoughts with him in a way that wouldn't cause us to talk about things we shouldn't talk about.
Sure. Yes.
That would lead us to a temptation place.
Yes.
But the wedding night, y'all, like, the only thing I can compare it to is Adam and Eve. Like, I felt so normal. So normal. Like, weird.
That's crazy.
Like, the initial, like, oh my gosh, like, what? Wow, I've never seen this version of you before. It was like kind of silly and funny, whatever. And then it's just like normal, or at least it was for us. Like, I don't know. It was just weird. We were like, what the heck? We're like sitting here brushing our teeth, like getting ready for bed. And we're like looking over at each other like, what the heck? Why is this normal?
This is a side note. Peak feeling.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we'll ever match this feeling until
It's
we're
the
in heaven.
best.
Is like, you're about to go to sleep, you're married, you're in your hotel bed or whatever bed you're in, Airbnb, whatever.
I was in like a big t-shirt and he was in like his
You got,
boxers.
like, no TV's not on, and we have our wedding food, our wedding cake,
And pizzas.
We like DoorDash pizza,
All laid
we had,
out
like,
on our bed.
sodas, and we were just like laying there like, we're going to Hawaii tomorrow. It was like
We
pizza
ate.
orphans.
We ate all our food, and then we just laid in bed together. And
Yeah, that's
y'all,
fire.
it was
It
so
was the
much
best
fun.
feeling ever.
That was honestly better than sex. Like, oh, come
He said,
on.
all
I'm
right.
just
For
kidding.
the first
All right.
time, like, yeah, come on.
I'm just kidding. No, that
That's
it really
fire.
was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, it was so cool.
It's so worth it. The
Yeah.
wait is so worth it, but you don't feel that until you get
Yeah.
to.
I think
like,
it's
that
easy to
night.
remind
No, I
ourselves
mean,
that.
it's definitely like, we can remind ourselves all day that it's like
And we
worth the wait, and we know it will be.
Yeah.
Like, we know it will be.
No, I remember during engagement season, no matter what anyone said to me, it didn't help. Like, I knew the truth,
That's
and
how
yet I
I
just didn't feel it.
feel.
Yeah.
Well, too, and here's the thing, like, you don't have to have sex on your wedding night.
Yeah.
Like, Abby and I feel like we would have been perfectly fine.
Without.
Like, God bless that, whatever. But, like, just laying there and we're married. We're
Yeah.
going on our honeymoon tomorrow. Like, we get to do life together forever. The day was amazing.
Ryan-
It's just like
Ryan,
how can
you
we
were
not-
really kind to me with that. Like, because I was still a little nervous, and he was
Yeah.
like, we don't have to. Like, it is
Yeah.
okay.
I think
Yeah.
she feels very similar to how you explained it. I guess we both feel like we don't have experience.
Yeah.
But in like, I don't know, I'm the same way as you were. Like, it doesn't have to happen. If it does, great. But I have like, I clearly am not with you for that because we've never had
Yes.
sex before.
Yeah.
Right.
So if we have to go
Praise
another
God.
day,
Praise God.
if we have to go another day, then we can go another
Right,
day.
Yeah.
right. And I know that. I think the thing that frightens me the most about our wedding night is, and I've talked about this on the podcast before, but like, it's not literally like doing anything. It's like
The feelings
the
that are associated.
awkwardness
Oh,
that
never mind,
could
sorry.
stem
Wrong
from.
thing.
I just don't. I am like, ugh. Like, I don't want it to be awkward, and
Yeah.
I don't want it to be weird. I also don't want to be like weirded out or grossed out. No, I don't think I'm going to be, but it's also just like, what if I am?
No,
like, what if
yeah.
I literally cannot chill?
Well,
What
then
if
that's-
I'm not chill?
That's what makes it your experience, though. Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Ryan and I's wedding night,
But I
I'm not
hate
going to
that.
share super
Right,
big details.
yes.
It was not what you think of a romantic wedding night. It was not romantic,
Shoot, it was romantic though.
but it made, that's what I'm saying. It was
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
romantic, which made it romantic because it
Yeah.
was us. And here's the thing, to give you some peace, it is going to be perfect because it is you two.
Yeah.
And it is not going to be like anything else anybody has, and again, I know my words are not going to remove the
Right.
anxiety, but
Right?
from
They're not.
someone who literally was in your place,
Yeah.
like, I literally looked at Ryan and I said, I just need to understand what things feel like. I cannot have any romance involved. And that
This
was
has
the
to be purely,
experience.
like what?
Informational.
Informational.
Like,
Yeah.
literally.
This has to be
Well,
purely factual.
I think too, Abby sometimes likes that when I do this, but sometimes doesn't. Like, get to the end of your what ifs. Like, answer your what if questions, because at the end of it, it's probably going to be like, well, me and Ross will probably just lay in bed and just
Wait,
hang out for
let's
that
do
night.
this. Let's do it right now.
What?
Okay, so
Do what?
Like, whenever
So the
you
what
were
if,
saying,
you
like,
said-
well, what if this happens? It's
Uh-huh.
like, if you get to the end of those
Oh,
what ifs
okay.
and answer
yeah.
those,
Go down the trail.
so you said
Like,
what
what
if
if?
it's awkward, right?
Yeah, what if it's
Okay.
awkward?
What if it's awkward?
Then that's going to be really uncomfortable.
Okay,
Weird.
and if it's uncomfortable, what are you going to do?
I'm going to laugh.
Okay, and if you
That's
laugh,
fun, though.
if you laugh, then what does that mean?
That I'm happy.
Yeah, like just because where's he gonna go? He's not going anywhere.
Nowhere. I know. I
Yeah,
know.
It's gonna be uncomfortable
if
for
he
both
does
of us,
go
but it'll be
somewhere,
awesome.
you guys got amazing Christian community that's going to
Yeah.
put him back into shape. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Here's the thing, for me, it was a little awkward. It's uncomfortable. It's weird.
I think it's the newness of it.
Yes.
I mean, this is like what you were talking about, but I think I'm just like, it's my brain is just
Yes.
calculating or
It's
whatever.
new.
It's the newness of it, and also like, it's just like it's also the feelings low key, like of guilt and shame that are associated with it right now. It's not necessarily like, I feel like once we do it, it's going to be fine. But it's like, I just am so afraid that I'm going to be like, no, like,
Yeah,
no, like we
By
can't.
association.
So
By
here's the thing.
association. But
My-
not because sex is bad, but because it's new. Okay.
So my therapist said this to me because I struggled with sex after marriage.
Okay. Oh, we need to talk about that.
So,
too,
yeah.
because I have fears of that.
It's not something to fear. It's just something to be aware of.
Well, not fears, but maybe I can explain what my fears are, and then maybe you can
Yeah.
just tell me what your experience was. But go ahead.
Well,
Go
here's
ahead.
what she said to me because I just my body wasn't responding the way that I wanted it to. Like, I wanted to, be intimate with my husband, but I would just get nervous and shell up. And this was after our honeymoon, and like
Preach.
we had great
Okay.
experiences, and then all of a sudden I get back home and it's like, wait, why am I like nervous? And it's nothing against him; he didn't do anything. But I went to therapy. I talked to my therapist about it, and she said Christian women are expected to save themselves, and this may be the same for Christian men as well, but it's just from the female perspective. Christian women are expected to save themselves for marriage and then get married and just automatically have their body respond to it. It's like the muscle thing.
Yeah.
Your body has to get warmed up to this. Your body has to learn how to respond to this kind of touch. And so she was like, shower together. Learn what touching each other intimately feels like. Don't have sex. Just get used to it. Because literally, like, your body
Right.
needs to start understanding
This
that this
new
is
idea.
good. Like, it's a lot more
Yes.
physical and mental than we think it is. It's not just emotions. And it's not just like, oh, okay, now we can do this. It's like, no, it's literally your body is like made of muscles. Like, you have to put these things into practice.
Yeah.
Just
That's
to
a
give
great
you
way to
some
put it.
context. And that changed everything for me.
Okay.
Everything.
Well, then talk to me about. Okay, so I have a fear that I have a fear, not a fear. I don't even know if I want to call
You
it
have
that.
a thought.
But you're talking about like you had feelings of nervousness, like after you got back from the honeymoon, and just feelings of like what. I have fears or feelings of that I'm going to get into marriage and then just not like want to do it because A, it's been wrong for so long, but B, like I've literally held myself back for so long that it's like that just doesn't feel like something I need. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you have experience with like those kinds of
Yes.
feelings? Okay.
yes. And we're still, 9 months in?
Right.
So I can't sit here and be like, this is what worked for me. Because that's still something I actively have to figure out for myself too. I think that, again, I think the biggest thing for me was going back to the house that I set so many boundaries in before.
I didn't even think about that.
And
Wow.
now
That's
it's like,
huge,
oh no,
yeah.
now I do sleep in this bed.
Oh,
Now
we can.
Really
Now I
Dang,
can,
that's
you know,
crazy.
that was really hard for me to work around. And I think that's why I took a couple steps, I guess, back. Because like we were in Hawaii on our honeymoon. It was
Right,
like
that was a
new
new place.
vacation. This
It's
is
your
great.
honeymoon.
Go
It
for it,
was
yeah.
so
Yeah.
easy, effortless, no worries. I get back to the house, I shell up. I'm like, why? Because that's the
duh.
bedroom
It was the
that
return to normal, but normal wasn't the same as it was
yes,
before.
I had associated that house as home by 9. Don't go in the bedroom.
Dang.
You know, this, that, X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
And so, my best piece of advice is to be aware of it. I can't sit here and be like, do this and it won't happen to you. I'd be lying to your
Right.
face. But also, sister in Christ, you have someone here to talk about these things with. And to be aware of it, I feel like is that next step. Now, I will say, feeling wise, of like not wanting to do it, from what I've gathered,
Okay.
from the women that I've talked to,
Lay it on me.
men are more sexually driven.
Yeah.
Fact.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Women
probably
are
true.
more emotion, like women,
Yeah.
we need to feel emotionally connected.
Yes.
So I tell Ryan, like, you want to get me in the mood? Empty the dishwasher, wash the floors. That's
She's just what she's really
Wash
doing is just
Wash the
getting,
floors is crazy.
no, but seriously, like,
what she's really doing is just getting me to do chores.
just to
and
do
stuff.
chores. No, but
Is your love language
scientifically,
acts of service?
yeah, and quality time, both of those.
Yes.
But scientifically, I read this in a book called His Needs, Her Needs.
Okay.
Scientific, great book. You guys should read it. Chapter 6. It's all about sex.
Okay.
But
Good. Just chapter 6?
well,
Perfect.
if you want
Chapter
to,
one's good too.
here's the thing. I didn't know the information of a female body. Men, they can be ready like that. Let's go. Women, it takes us like 20 minutes.
Yeah, this
to
is
even get in the
something our
mood.
pastor
he
actually
calls
talked to
it
us
a
about.
microwave versus an
Microwave
oven.
versus
Yes.
oven.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh,
so
that's good. I like that.
I think y'all have to figure out what helps you get excited for it. We have that. We have that recipe for us.
Yeah.
And
That's good advice, I think.
it helps a lot because, you know, sometimes it's like, hey, like, want to do this? And I'm like, actually, I need some time. So let's, you know, how about let's plan it. And he responds very, very well with that.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's kind of what works for us. And it's probably going to change. Again, we're 9 months. We're not
Right.
marriage experts.
Right.
But just to give you some help.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's
it's very
good.
practical.
Yeah.
A lot of it's practical.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely something that is looked at more as just like, I don't know the word, just not practical. Whatever the opposite of that
and
is.
you do have those spontaneous moments
Well,
too, which is
sure. Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
Culture has made sex very casual and not a big deal. But on the flip side, I feel like in like Christian culture,
It's almost like
it's like everything in the marriage. And
Right.
if you
Right,
have a
right.
healthy sex life, you're probably going to have sex less than 1% of your marriage. I don't actually know that's true, but I mean, probably something like that.
Yeah.
Like realistically, think
that's
about
not everything.
Yeah, it's not everything.
Yeah.
And it's like finding this balance of like, all right, this is an amazing thing, but we don't have to make it the ultimate thing because
Yeah,
once
yeah.
we make it the ultimate thing, then it becomes
That's
this
wrong.
big
I think,
deal.
I
Yeah,
think that's
exactly.
also something that I need to hear too, because like I think when, especially like you're saying in Christian culture, like you think wedding day, you don't think like wedding day, you think like wedding night. Like you think like y'all been waiting for this.
I mean,
day
that's what
for-
everybody, like the next day, if we were to show up anywhere where there were people that knew us, they would
Bro,
all
Yeah.
be like,
I mean, the first question is gonna be, "How's your wedding night?"
Right,
Like,
right.
And I think that because of that stigma and association that's just in Christian culture so prevalently, it's in my brain so prevalently of like, this is what I need to focus on, and like this needs to be my major concern for the day. But you're right, like that's just not true.
Yeah, and to getting down to like the practical of it is, like marriage is just at least it's been for us that we found is like just a long journey of sacrificing and serving the other one, and that is just another. It's just like she's talking about the dishwasher and like taking our dog out to go pee or whatever. Just like that is like, all right, we want to serve each other in intimacy as well. And I feel like it's when you think about it that way, rather than just like, I want to feel good, or like I want this
Right.
Yeah.
this climax
It's about
or
each
crazy
other.
good feeling. It's
Yeah.
about serving one another
Yeah.
and doing it for each
It's
other.
so normal to feel that way though, especially
Yeah, oh,
engagement.
yeah,
All
absolutely.
it feels like all eyes are on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're just in this phase where it's exciting, so people want to have
And
their
it's
eyes on you.
anticipatory. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's asking you how's wedding planning.
Yeah,
everything.
a year and a half of that is a lot.
Yeah, it
bet.
almost
Yeah.
it's also like a year and a half of like constantly meditating on exactly what we're talking about, Ryan, like the Christian perspective of wedding.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, a year and a half of just almost overthinking and overanalyzing everything that goes into wedding day, wedding night, marriage.
It's funny because I think that we could have gotten engaged later and not dealt with this during that, like in the same amount of time if we weren't engaged for as long. Let me try to think of how to say this better.
okay.
So I proposed in
January last year.
My plan wasn't to propose until August. If I would have
Boy.
waited until then, like those few months would not have been hard like they were as an engaged couple.
Would've been hard
Does that
for
make
me.
sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it wouldn't be as like heightened.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like we said, like that flip on the switch.
But we
Right.
like
True.
looking back
Switches.
now. I guess what I'm saying is like I wouldn't have. We didn't rush into engagement. It was one of those practical things. People are like, well, if you don't want to be engaged for that long, why did you get engaged so long ago?
'Cause we needed to
why
book
are
a
you?
venue.
Why are you still? Yeah, it was literally. We didn't want to book a venue unless we were engaged, and the venues that we were looking at were booked
We're
out
booked up.
through 2027.
well, also, you don't have to justify yourself to
Yeah, I know.
anyone.
Right.
I know.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
you got engaged when you wanted to get engaged.
Yeah.
Maybe you would have changed things later. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
yeah,
It is what it
we
is.
all make mistakes. Like, I don't know. I just
Yeah.
feel like there's a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's use this energy somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, there are a
True.
lot of other things to focus on
Well-
right now. And I mean, I'm a victim of it too. Like,
Yeah.
I put my energy places I shouldn't. But
yeah.
I don't know. Everyone's going to have their
Well, I would
opinions.
advise though, like now that we have been through it, I would, and like you said at the beginning of this, like
9
9
months
months
felt
was a
long.
lot for y'all. A year and 4 months was a lot.
Feels
Yeah.
really
I would have, if you don't have to, like if there's any way, I think what did Paul say? Like it's better to marry than to burn with passion.
Yeah.
I think he said that, and
Yeah, he basically was
Whatever.
like, just
Get
only
married.
get
Get-
married if you're burning with
If you're-
passion.
if you're ready,
yeah,
go.
Yeah, exactly.
so, but if you're not, then again, like you said, I think there's a lot of pressure. It's like if you're struggling through engagement, stop struggling, just get married. Well, if you're not ready, like contextually, literally, like the way that we live, we're not ready yet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And two, like, don't grow weary in doing good. Like you guys are talking. Is that right? Did I say that right?
I think it
Don't
sounded
grow
right.
weary.
Yeah.
Don't grow weary.
Do you want me to look it up on the Bible
No,
app?
we'll be good.
Okay.
Whatever. Don't get tired of doing good stuff.
That sounds right for sure.
Yeah, that sounds right. But I feel like the important part in there is we can get so focused on what somebody says negative about us or whatever.
Yeah.
But don't grow weary in doing good. You might not ever see the impact you have on somebody listening to this podcast, but you are doing good because you're glorifying God through a conversation that's uncomfortable
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
conversations that people do not want to talk about.
Right.
And people that won't get on a camera and be
Yeah.
vulnerable about it because people will start talking negatively about them.
Well, it's like she
Right.
said earlier, that specific video that she was talking about, all of the hate comments, but also all of the like individual DMs of people that were like, you would never know how much this meant to me.
Yeah.
Right.
And like,
the individual.
we might have
DMs
gotten
really were like,
500 like people just literally coming after like the way that we look and the way that we talk and like all that stuff. But if I don't care if one person,
Yeah.
and I know that's like corny to say.
No,
it's
that's
like
not corny because
Christian.
here's the thing. Y'all come on and share your struggles. I'm assuming
Yeah.
y'all got hated for sharing your struggles.
Yeah.
yes.
So here's the thing. You guys are bold and you were given that gift to be vulnerable and share a struggle. That's not everyone's calling to share their struggles. So those people
Yeah.
are going to be the quiet viewers.
And if
They're
you're
going to be
just
the
hating-
silent viewers. It's very easy to be loud and hateful and vocal,
Yeah, yeah.
but the people who it actually affects, which is way more than the hate,
They ain't
I'm
gonna say
sure,
anything. Yeah.
they aren't going to say anything because they're struggling.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
that's what it
That
is,
makes
but
sense.
they feel seen.
Yeah.
But y'all have this blessing over your life, and honestly, like, I feel like, why would the Lord allow you to struggle this way unless He wanted you to share it? Like, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're gonna
Yeah,
share
I think,
this.
I think
they're
when
open.
when we got engaged, like our mindset, I think both of us had it laid on our heart to just like not care and say
Yeah.
literally whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I literally would share anything.
Yeah.
Which
And, like
I will say, proceed with caution in
Yeah.
marriage, because I've gotten myself into problems sometimes where it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have shared that.
I've been pastored by like my pastor's been like, yo, you don't have to share everything.
Yeah,
Which is nice, because
Yeah.
now you have each other to talk about before
Yeah.
you share it. Like,
Yeah.
I am so glad I have him, or else I would say things that I probably shouldn't say.
I think she is the you in our relationship in terms of like, yo.
And us theater kids over
we don't get to
here.
say that. I'm like, I'm just trying to help
Born
people.
for
I
the
don't know.
stage.
That's
Yes.
so
Facts,
funny.
And
yeah.
if you're hating online, like, get a second or third job because you're bored or something.
Well, no, like that's my thing, and
Like, get
I
over
would like
yourself.
to echo it. Like, if you're gonna hate on somebody on the internet, I mean, let it be me.
Okay,
Skip
Ross.
over it the next
Okay,
video.
you take. I'm just kidding.
Like, I'll take it. Yeah, come on. But I don't know. It's like I know that there are probably so many people that are creating stuff and being vulnerable, and they get that, and it's like that just stops
Yeah.
what they're doing.
Well, and that's why people don't start too, because they're afraid of the hate.
Because it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah,
little
and
bit
that
crazy.
again, so valid. And in the same breath, I'm like, good. Like, that means I'm doing something right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It literally says in scripture that if you're gonna speak up, then you're gonna be hated on.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I have a question for y'all.
What?
So we talk a lot about like struggles and blah 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 blah. What have you learned more about each other
This is a good question.
through being engaged?
Do you have something to say first?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
What have I learned more? I think that. Okay, so let's go back to this idea of like the devil just kind of hits you harder when you get engaged. I think that the devil has hit me a lot harder in terms of like just overthinking a lot of like our relationship and like overthinking things that could be struggles that might not be struggles. Like it's the what ifs, a lot of what ifs, and a lot of even just bringing up things that just never went through my mind before, like you were talking about. But for me, it was like family dynamics was a big one for me. Like all of a sudden, I just like had a really hard time with his family, and that just like never happened before. But for some reason, I got like really like, what's the word, defensive with his family. I don't freaking know. Anyways, I think that
Defensive over yours.
defensive over my family in comparison to his family, like just a lot of weird stuff. But I think something that I've learned more about Ross, and I knew this already, but I've just seen it more in him, is his patience in like helping me navigate some of those struggles. Like, I mean, I couldn't even count the amount of what ifs I've said to you in times of like just feeling distraught or upset or whatever, anxious, whatever you want to call it. And just like him being able to navigate that with me and like pray through that with me, and like not for a second be like, stop, like just stop, like can you please stop feeling this way. It's always been like, okay, well, let's talk about it, or you know, whatever it might be. Like it's been a very awesome thing to have somebody so patient, and that's just always what I've loved about Ross, is his patience. But it's been especially helpful in a season that feels very like brain heavy.
I think it's funny
Sweet.
because I would say that that's what I've learned about you is I can just like read it now, like what you're talking about when you
What?
start to have those thoughts. Because I think when we were dating, like yes, I could tell when there was something wrong, but typically that was like I got a C on an exam, and like that was like it was high school.
Just a C.
Ryan.
She would get like an 85 on a test and be pissed, but whatever. But now it's like, no, like we are enduring real, like more adult,
Yeah.
like together things, and like you're saying, the family dynamics. Like I can literally, we could be at my parents' house and I could be in real time reading the way that you're responding to a situation, and knowing that like later there will be a conversation about it, and like knowing how to navigate it.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Like, I think that is so
You just
cool.
like know each other
Yeah.
so
Yes.
well.
That's like the coolest thing ever. I don't know, like only Ryan sees all of Abby.
Yeah.
I think that is the coolest
It's
thing
very,
ever.
it's very cool, especially when like we can like read each other's brains. I feel like we've been reading each other's minds a lot recently, like
Yeah.
in terms of like, oh, I was thinking that too.
What number am I thinking right now?
I don't know, like
Oh.
6 or 7.
6 Marriage is so special.
that you just did
It
that.
is just y'all are gonna have so much fun.
I can't wait.
Like, it is literally so much
Are
fun.
you guys going on a honeymoon?
Yes, we're going to
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Oh,
That's exciting.
That's where Abby's parents went.
Oh yeah,
Really?
they did.
I
Good
don't-
job.
Yeah, I mean, I know more about your parents than you.
No, you don't.
Kind of.
I have 20 years on
Yeah,
you.
your mom did a test though, like a couple months ago, and I got more right than you.
Dang,
No
that's crazy.
way.
Okay, just because
bad.
I've had more experience with him doesn't mean I'm a better listener. Ryan's a better listener. That's something I need to work on.
Who would you say is a better listener?
You.
Are you
Okay.
more of a talker
He said no comment to that.
or more of
I would actually agree.
who is more of the extrovert between you two?
Neither. Me?
You guys aren't extroverts.
Ambivert.
I think that I'm very extroverted with people that I'm close with. Is that like
you're
a
one of
fair-
those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
how I am.
See,
too.
I'm the opposite. I'm very, very extroverted, but when you really get to know me, I feel like I can
Really?
finally like
Scroll
chill.
yap to anybody's face, but whenever we get home, like I don't even hear a peep out of her.
Yeah,
That's
I'm literally
crazy.
silent, and I
Really?
just like lay on his shoulder and do whatever I'm doing.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
Wild.
I'm just one of those, I guess.
Okay, so what's the most fun thing about marriage for you all?
Gosh,
Yeah, we've
Oh
talked
my
a lot about like our
goodness.
stuff. Y'all, like,
I love hearing about your stuff.
Yeah,
though.
but like, what are y'all? Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. You know, it's weird. Like marriage just feels very normal now. Like
Maybe
it's
like something that you didn't expect to be fun, but it's like so fun. It's so fun.
okay,
so
okay,
fun.
okay. Well, I mean, I remember early marriage. It was like the sleepover every night
Yes.
thing. Like
Yeah.
I feel like
Yes.
that's the most obvious
y'all have got
one.
to travel a lot though, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like mine will probably be a little more specific to us rather than just like marriage in general. But I think this is. Wait. Which one do I want to do? Do you,
You
have
can
one?
do both.
Do whatever you want.
Do you have one?
You can do whatever you want. How many times have I?
Do you have one?
Can I
I
say-
feel like I need to think.
That's hilarious.
What was the question again? Sorry.
Most
What's the
fun thing
most
about
fun
marriage?
thing?
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing that like comes to mind
Oh,
for
wait.
me, you got it,
Yeah, but go ahead.
is the dynamic of like we can decide. I really struggled early on in our marriage of trying to please families,
Come
and
on.
friends,
Preach
and
that,
everyone.
Ryan.
Well,
Preach
especially because
it.
I was the girl that was like, let me ask my mom first. Let me ask my dad. Like, we would. Sorry, I'm gonna make it short because I want you to keep explaining yours. But we, for example, I said I was gonna make it short, and then I did a long pause because I was trying to think. We were talking about what to do about flights. We were traveling, and so we had made a decision about flights. And I go, well, let me just call dad just to make sure that's the right decision. Like I was that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me. So when he says he struggled with pleasing families, that was a lot to have to do with me.
I think
to
we're
break
both
that.
kind of that way, actually.
Yeah.
We'll have to work through that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But-
sorry, continue.
I think the beautiful thing is that we left our families to become one,
Mm-hmm.
and we get to make decisions together.
Yeah.
It's
It's gonna be
And-
so weird.
That's
It's
it.
gonna be
Self-
so weird.
Yeah, it is weird. And selfishly, we get to make the decision that we feel like God has called us to make. And that's not, I guess it's not selfish. I guess the selfish part is like, we get to do whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
And that is so exciting to have somebody because, you know, like, I'm not that person that would like go live in Hawaii for a month by myself. But like, Abby and I
Oh, yeah.
lived in
Yeah, yeah,
Hawaii
yeah.
for
I feel
6
that.
weeks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was like the coolest thing ever. And Abby's kind of like brought me out of my shell in that. Cause like,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, I'll do whatever. I don't really care type
Yeah.
of attitude. But it was just me. Like, I didn't just like make crazy decisions like that. And now the coolest thing ever is just, hey, like,
You gonna go
you
do
want to
this?
go do this?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Like, we both want to
you
do it.
just
That would
can.
be so
And we
fun.
both
Yeah.
get to experience together. And there is like, there's no rules. We make our own rules. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have to tell anybody what we're going to do. Like,
Yeah.
if we want to stay out
Right.
till 2 a.m., which we've never done, we can stay out till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Do
but
what you
if we
want.
want to go home at 7 p.m. and eat ice cream and cookies and candy in the bed,
Which we've done a lot.
Yeah.
like while we're
valid.
yeah,
You're
it's
married,
like we're
you
gonna
can
do it.
what you
know
want.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just think that's really fun. It's
I agree.
there's no rules.
Yeah.
Like obviously in the context of like our lives, I don't mean like
Period.
oh, God, there's no laws and we don't follow God. Like obviously,
Right.
but
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Right.
Okay, I have two.
Okay, I'm ready.
The first one is more general, but I feel like I notice like this, it's this special feeling when we're in group settings, either with friends or we're hosting or we're out with like a group of people or whatever. And we could be across the room from each other, whatever. And I just get this feeling of like, we're married.
mine.
Yes, like that one is mine.
Yeah.
I'm always aware of where he is in the room. Like,
Yeah.
and I get that privilege. Like that's the privilege that I
Like
get
nobody
to
else
have.
can be worried about where he is in the room.
Yes, it's just
me.
the sweetest thing. Like
Yeah.
I notice it a lot when we're hosting at our house for like parties and things. It's like, wow, like we get to experience this. Like as a couple, as Abby and Ryan, we are going to do things. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's just, I don't know, really special because again, it's like your little secret world of like only we know each other
Yeah.
the most. But I feel like for like a more specific thing for us, wait, what was I going to say?
Are you going to talk about working together?
No.
Oh. All right, sorry.
Do you edit this or is this long pause going to be in it?
We can edit if you want me to edit.
No. I'll just pause for dramatic effect.
I
It was
pause,
something
I
about-
pause a lot, so do what you
Oh,
need.
I remember what it is. Specific to us. So thank you for, if you left that pause in, thank you for leaving that pause in for dramatic effects. You can put sound effects or whatever. But Ryan and I are very spontaneous. And so it's nice to have a partner
In your
who kind of like what
spontaneity.
he was saying, but like we both are like, hey, idea. Okay.
do it.
And there's no one else to like say no, but just the spontaneity of life
Yeah.
is so fun when you have the means and the ability to be able to do something like that. Obviously things get in the way, but like it's just freeing. And I feel like when you get married, all these other ideas open up in your brain of like, what if
What to
this
do.
and what if that? Like the good what ifs, like the
Yeah.
exciting
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
ifs.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just fun. What are
That's cool.
okay, Uno reverse. What are y'all most looking forward to in marriage?
Are you trying to play interview the interviewer?
No, I'm just curious about their life. I don't know.
I'm most excited to just like live with Ross and do life with Ross. Like, I mean, like, just to like experience. Like we had our little period of like spending the night together a lot, and like sure, like I know what it feels like to spend the night with Ross and like wake up in the morning next to him, unfortunately. But like I'm just excited to experience that in a way that is like right.
Yeah.
And like just feels so like normal. I'm just excited for that to be normal and right.
It's cool when it gets normal.
The first like
You're like,
2
what?
months of your marriage, you're gonna keep asking each other like this, or like you're gonna keep saying this is crazy. I can't
Yeah,
wait to get
it's
through
crazy.
this.
It's crazy.
Especially on your honeymoon. You're like, what the heck
heck's
is going
going on?
on?
This is
crazy.
There's
I
no
love
concept of
that.
time. It's crazy.
None.
I think I'm actually looking most forward to the spontaneity.
Yeah.
I think it's like my goal for us to both be able to work remote, and yeah, it'd be super cool to just be able to be like,
Like you both go to your coffee shop together.
Yes.
or like, yo, do you want to go to Florida today?
Yeah.
Just like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We
Hey.
love Florida.
We love
That-
Florida.
yeah, I didn't even think about.
Yes,
I
you love
didn't-
Florida.
it
Wait,
didn't-
when is this podcast coming out?
weeks.
Not this.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh.
it'll be,
Yeah, it'll be knowledge.
yeah, come visit us in Florida
Yeah.
if you ever want
Y'all
to come
are
to
living
Tampa.
there? That's crazy.
So wait, so
Will you
how
be
did-
living there
Yeah.
in 2 weeks?
in
In a month.
In a month?
So how did this whole process? How did you decide? Like, what was this just spontaneous? Like, what's the vibe?
Kind of. So when we were dating, well, do you want to answer? Sorry, I
just
feel like I've
have to.
talked a lot.
I can if you want.
Yeah,
me to.
you answer. I've talked a lot.
So, Abby's always wanted to live in near water, near the beach, whatever. She grew up going to
Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Alabama. So, whenever we dated, like I knew Abby wanted to move down there, and again, me being like I'd kind of just fly with the wind sometimes. We started so. Rewind. This is going to be kind of people are going to be like,
Kind of
"Ryan, what are you
choppy.
talking
It's the
about?"
first time we've talked about it, so we haven't really
Okay,
considered
perfect.
our
So this is
moving
like
package
this
yet.
is like the guinea pig.
This
Yeah.
is the
Love it.
yeah
So
hard launch.
let's see.
Do you-
In October, I quit my job and we started working together full time.
Yes.
And at that time, people, if somebody would have asked me, I'd be like, "No, we're staying here. Like, we're settling down for a little bit. Like, big changes have happened. We're not moving to Austin, Texas anymore. All
Right.
that nonsense." So 2 months later, Abby and I were taking a trip. We were going to LA to go to Dancing with the Stars, and
Dun, dun,
like
dun,
in
dun,
my
dun,
head,
dun,
we
dun,
were
dun,
like,
dun, dun.
I was like, wait, we can just do this. And then we went to New York like a month later, and I was like, wait, why don't we just move to New York? Or like, why don't we just move to
we
California?
just New York?
we walked into an apartment to go tour it. Like we literally were like, let's live in New York. Let's do it.
No.
Again, spontaneity. It's like let's just look
could
at an
just do
apartment.
it.
Like
Yeah.
why not?
And then we got home, and I was like, I don't think I could do the cold. And then both of us, for some reason, God laid Tampa on our hearts.
Yeah, we were both like, what about Tampa?
And so we were just like, let's go visit and just see. Because I visited 2 colleges in Tampa out of high school for baseball. So I knew the area, had been down like near Clearwater and all of that, and loved it. and Abby had been once other time as well. So we were like, all right, let's go down.
As long
in
as I'm by
January.
water, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So
And so we loved it, and we were like, all right, let's go back and shop some more apartments and see. And then we found one we
found
absolutely
one. We
loved.
brought our dog. We
Yay.
took her to the doggy beach, and she loved the beach. So
That's
that
so
that like
good.
sealed the deal.
Yeah.
But going to the beach and like quote unquote settling down was always part of the plan. Like we talked about that
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
time in
yeah,
dating.
I mean, like y'all went to Hawaii for however long you did.
yeah,
and, like,
that was our first trial because I wanted to
Yes.
live in Hawaii, and then I realized I was lonely because you're on
Got
a
it.
time difference from everyone you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, dang,
And
that's
the
crazy.
I
pace
could've
of life.
really
stayed there.
good point.
Really?
Oh yeah, I could have stayed there.
The pace of life is
I
a
love
lot
it.
slower, which I struggled with, which is great for the right person. But
Yeah.
I I like to just, let's
Yeah.
go. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
Hence why we then started looking at cities. But I don't know. We just decided, like, let's do it. And again, God has blessed us to be able to work together and do this.
Yeah.
And so we
That's
want to
so
use the
awesome.
opportunity
Yeah,
that we
that's
have
cool.
while we can.
Yay.
Yeah.
Florida's going to be so fun.
That's
It's awesome. Y'all have to come visit us, seriously.
Yeah,
Yes.
anytime.
It's a one
Fun.
bedroom with a den, but we're turning the den into a second bedroom.
Oh, fire.
Cool.
So-
and you guys can sleep
So
together.
when we're married.
Well,
married.
you guys will be.
Well,
able to
I was
sleep
gonna
together.
say, if you come visit us before you're married, one of you can sleep on the couch,
Yeah.
and one of you can sleep in the bed.
That's perfect.
Ava will get the bed
Right. Exactly.
because, as you should,
Obviously.
queen.
Right.
And Ross, you can sleep with Lucky in her
Cool.
crate outside.
my
And-
goodness.
no, not in the crate. You can be
In
on the
the
couch,
crate.
but she'll,
Cool.
she'll
That's
be in
fine.
her crate next to the couch.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Not in- Ross sleep
In the crate.
Ross.
That
Yeah,
would be
Lucky
a
can have
tight
the couch, I
squeeze.
guess.
That crate's not very big.
gosh, man.
That's
but
actually
yeah, if y'all
crazy.
end up both working remote and then you fall in love with Tampa, let's be neighbors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might
Fine.
as
Yeah, I don't
well.
think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think we're in Bowling Green for the long haul.
Do
Who
you?
knows what God's gonna do? You know, you
Oh.
never know. But I
That's
think we're
sweet.
in Bowling Green.
We
for the
love
long haul.
Bowling Green. It's great.
Bowling Green is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got so many great friends here. It's the saddest
Yeah.
part about leaving.
I know. And great place to raise a family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my favorite.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Cool.
well, I do want to ask one more question just to kind of like wrap us up.
Okay.
So, just like for anyone that's watching that might be in their engagement season, wedding planning season, maybe they're like entering into marriage. How can engaged couples prepare their hearts spiritually for marriage rather than just the wedding? Like, what's the biggest piece of advice that you would give someone from a spiritual context? How can they prepare for marriage?
Wow.
Wow.
I think
Really
the
hit you with that one.
one of the biggest things, and I don't have scripture to back this up, so listen with discerning ears because I am also human. But I think one of the biggest things you can do to honor God in your engagement season is to talk to each other. Talk about everything. Proceed with caution because, again, you don't want to be talking about like the wedding night while you're cuddling on the couch. That's
Right.
just going to set you up for failure.
Yeah.
But share your worries, share your fears, literally talk about everything because the enemy is going to try to, again, separate you.
Yeah.
And, I feel like that's a pretty simple one, but it's sometimes overlooked because the
Yeah.
chaos of wedding planning and life and things get in the way and practicality. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's you two. Stripped down, it's you two. On that wedding night, it is you two. So just communicate.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, that's
good.
good.
That's a good one.
In
Thanks.
Romans 12, Paul talks about like not conforming to the pattern of the world, but I think he says like be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I think like talking about renewing your mind on something daily is really, really important, especially like being grounded in truth and led by the Spirit. I think it's really, really important to set yourself up in engagement season in the sense of renew your mind daily on what you want your marriage to look like. So like I feel like we all have like these grandmas that are like just prayer warriors and they
Yeah.
pray for you constantly. And a lot of times it's like 3 years later, it's like, oh wow, grandma used to pray for me about that. And now it's like come to life. Like do that for your marriage. Like
yeah.
what are you renewing your mind on daily so you are prepared for your marriage whenever you get there rather than just like, all right, I kind of fear this. I'm a little worried about this. But like, are you really like getting in your closet
Right.
and praying about it and like, God, I fear this, but I fear you more. So I'm taking it to you so that you
Yeah.
can deal with it so I don't have to.
Well, yeah, because this is the last time you have as Ava to worry about Ava and Ross to worry about Ross. When
Yeah.
you guys get married, it's now everything is him. Everything is Abby and Ryan. We are one now.
Yeah.
And
But I think
Lucky.
and Lucky, our dog, our
Right,
precious sweet
right.
dog. But I think a practical tool too, and this is the last thing I'll say because I never stop yapping.
No, go for
in community, because
yeah.
engagement
Yeah,
season, it
that's
is
great.
all you want to do is just just us two, and then that's just going to cause you to isolate and separate and more temptation. Like,
Yeah.
have your accountability people, plan
Yeah.
group hangouts, like do things with people, because that's only going to help you, one, stay out of temptation, but two, like, have your people in your corner, because
Yeah.
marriage is tough too. Like, there are
Yeah.
a lot of struggles in marriage, and then you want your community who's been
Right.
with you from the beginning
Right.
And it gives
to
you
go back to.
it gives you an unbiased person in the mix.
Yes.
So they can give you godly advice that's not straight from the person that's right in the middle of your
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
Because so you don't have to like take it for, everything, but there's still someone speaking, which I think I heard you guys talk about your pastor and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. But
Who, by the way, Ryan and I are like big fans of him.
I
Who?
love
So
Brennan.
they're a pastor.
What?
the
City
City
Light.
Light pastor, yes,
Yeah.
he's amazing. I didn't know that's who y'all were talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
so cool. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. We say he's anointed. We're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
this dude
he
is
is
like
anointed.
Brother's
He is-
anointed.
He is like so awesome.
Yeah. Anyways, but those are our tidbits.
Yeah, I love it.
Do with them what you will.
I love it. Well, thank you guys for coming.
Yeah, this was great.
Thanks for letting us come.
Yeah, it's
so
fun.
fun.
Should we
Thanks for
pray
my
out?
Olipop.
Yes.
Strawberry
Yeah, that's
vanilla.
great. I'm gonna be honest with
Yes.
you. You might not have to. I don't know if you want to leave this in, but like I have to pee so bad. But we've never went through a podcast like our camera overheats every time. So
Yeah.
like, I'm so used to
Yours
stopping.
is at 5% right now, so
Oh,
but it's getting.
Don't
it's
forget
getting
about
close.
me.
But
Well,
yeah.
can we pray out really
Yeah.
fast?
Yes,
Absolutely.
let
Perfect.
us.
Perfect. Ross?
Yeah, dear Lord, thank you for just this conversation that we got to have. Thank you for Abby and Ryan. Lord, I pray that as they're getting ready to move, that you just bless that they meet incredible people there, that the reason that you laid Tampa on their heart becomes evident, and that they can continue to make the impact they're making on social media, but also in Tampa specifically. Just hope that this conversation was helpful for people, Lord. I ask that you lay it on ears that need to hear it. We're so thankful for you, for who you are, and for everything that you're preparing for us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen.